Hello everyone, here we are for a new flight today, flying Air Corsica flight 3907 from Vienna to Calvi in Corsica, France. According to the weather today, we should land runway 36. And the landing runway 36 is a circle to land approach with prescribed tracks, and you can find the chart in the description, because there is no charts on the Navigraph for that. There was before, but no, I think it's up to the company, because Navigraph charts got a circle to land options for runway 18 approaches. You can circle to land, but airlines gives their pilots some charts, or the airport also can give it, to get pilots informed about some landmarks, some tracks that should or could be used to perform this approach the best as they can, because there are mountains near from the airport, and this is quite challenging. So I hope wind will still be from the north, and according to TAF, METAR and previsions, it will be from north. So I just wait one more minute and we will start to prepare the flight. Hello, stay free. Here we are at Vienna Zeratatouille airport. With Air Corsica livery. Can get to our cockpit. So the Air Corsica livery also got some indications here, and also the cup with mineral water given on many Air Corsica flights. So we will start our preparation. Okay, so we imported the flight in our EFB. What is that? Oh, this is color. Okay, so let's refuel. So we need 7,877. So I will put 7,900. Better to have more than less. Yeah, it was written in French eau de source, but I'm not sure about about source, how to say it in English, sorry. Yes, and I hope this is water. Yeah, no alcohol. Even if while streaming I can drink a beer if I want, but not recommended. Okay, we have the gateway connected, external power is connected. Okay, we can start batteries. Wait for the beeps. External power, stroboscopic lights, and the first Addons. Let's have seat belts, no smoking lights, and emergency exit lights on. Addons 2. And the third one. Then we can check brightness. So we can have a little bit light here. Put this on constraint, like up. Okay, let's go for brightness. I think this takes a long time to do the brightnessing. Okay.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also, be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers
let's
can
close
get by
the cockpit
you.
door
If you're seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities and the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions.
APU
if
and
you're not,
engine
please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated.
test.
Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate.
APU.
Thank you and welcome aboard.
Okay. Then we can set up our flight informations and have also passengers boarding. So init request data. Okay. Have the passengers board the plane. Okay. Today we have 123 passengers. It's quite normal for a flight from Vienna to Calvi. This flight really exists. It's weird, but it really exists. It's a seasonal flight, mostly operated in summer. So good days are coming quickly. And the flight should come back. So let's do it. Okay, so init page. So I already init the departure and arrival. So the flight number is 3997. Our alternative airport is Nice. So it's Mike November. Okay, sorry. 907 is in flight number, and our cost index is 100. Better like this, and our first cruise altitude is flight level 360. Okay, still refueling, and pack still not boarded. We still have to wait a little bit. So let's check our flight plan.
We're ready to go when you are.
So runway today is in use is runway 34. Then the seed is Rupe to Delta to repeat waypoint. Then from repeat we don't have route until this from this waypoint, so we first put the Arnos waypoint. Arnos waypoint. Okay. Then from Arnos we use P125 to Tulik. P125 to Tulik. Okay. Then Mike 859 to Ekpal. Mike 859 to Ekpal. Okay. Then Zulu 388 to Hotmove. And finally Mike 858 to Liger. Mike 858 to Liger. Okay. Let's put the plan to see if everything is okay. So we take off. Okay. To Liger, and at Calvi we can set the lock 18 arrival from Liger to Lima Star, and the lock is coming via Enroute waypoint. Then we will, if the wind change, we will land with the lock 18, and if the wind is as described in TAF, we will perform the circle to land, and you have the chart in the description. I repeat, the chart is in the description of the stream. Why there is no waypoints here? No route. Hello? I need a route. After Suka to Enroute. Oh, there is a hold. Okay, I want to delete the hold. How can I do that? That's right. Clear the hold. It seems that I have a little problem here. There is a discontinuity in the flight plan, but not in the FMS. What is that? Seems better like this, but I don't have Enroute anymore. Let's check charts. And I will add the Enroute waypoint at the right position in the flight plan. So Enroute is just before Fox Lima 18, so just after Suka. Okay, and at Enroute waypoint I should be at 3000 feet. Wow, there is a new function here. Okay, so I'm descending, so okay, I choose descent. Oh, there is a new function I was not aware of. Hello Iraq, nice to have you again on board. So today I think we will have to fly the most difficult approach in France. If the wind is still from north, we will land runway 18 at 36, sorry, 36 at Calvi, Lima Fox Kilo Charlie Airport in Corsica, France. Okay, so let's go back here. We have altitude constraints. Do we have any constraints at Suka, Norca? I will check it. Okay, Enroute. Suka, no constraints. No constraints. Norca, no constraints. Acuity, no constraints. At or below flight level 140 at TOR 2. Okay, we have the constraint. And it's already below 14,000. It's okay. And no speed constraints, though we have our flight plan said we can ask for the clearance.
Beam clearance delivery Corsica Tree 907 IFR to Calvi ready to copy.
Corsica Tree 907 is cleared to Calvi Airport as filed. Takeoff runway Tree 4 climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.4 squawk 6011.
11,000 feet. Okay, and we acknowledge.
Corsica Tree 907 cleared to Calvi Airport as filed. Takeoff runway Tree 4 climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure on 124.4 squawk 6011.
Okay, refueling is over, boarding is over.
Contact ground on 121.775.
So we don't need jetway anymore. We can start APU. Nav and wing also.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 397 with service to France.
someone else.
Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 14 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode.
1 hour and
Larger
15
devices
minutes
are now shut down and stowed.
from
If you have
takeoff
not
to
already, please
landing.
fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and
Let's
stand
start
by for all
APU.
calls. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
And open all pumps. Okay, this is a little bit hot in our cockpit and in the cabin. So let's have a normal temperature. Okay, APU is starting. I can go back to init, set zero fuel weight and center of gravity, and fuel planning. So our center of gravity is 24.7. That is about up 1.6 from the trim position in our performances. So flaps 1 and up 1.6 as THS. It's quite cold, so no need for flex takeoff temperature. As I'm flying with live weather and in-game ATC, the transition altitude is always 18,000 feet. And okay for that. I can also put the 18,000 feet here. Okay. Then for okay, our FMS is set. APU available. Let's start the APU lit and switch off external power. And we don't need GPU. Let's call the tug. It's okay, it's okay. It's just a little sentence, it's a description, so it's quite difficult to check that. And it's also the first time I put the ETE in the flight description. Okay, then what I forgot? Did I forget something? Fuel pump, circuitry, navigation lights, power, everything is set. Okay, seems okay. So we can switch on beacon lights. Switch off park brake. And start pushback. Start chrono.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across the lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you.
This is not Air Asia, so I think I don't have the livery for LDA A32NX.
Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally.
Should
Although the
check
bag
that.
does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask.
Okay,
If you're traveling
pushback,
with a child
stop.
or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to
Park
remove
brake
it.
set.
In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Hold the straps tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for a
So I will put the lock runway 18 chart, but this will be followed by the chart in the description for the circle to land with prescribed tracks.
Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat
This is
backs
just
and
because
tray
this
tables
chart's
are in their
got
full
some
upright position. We remind you that this
references.
is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke
As
detectors
our
located
minimum
in the
is
lavatory
here
is
for the
prohibited by
circle to
law.
land,
All of
etc.
this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Okay, first engine is on. Let's go with engine 1. Okay, so 1 to 1.775 and taxi
Ground
clearance.
Corsica Tree 907 with Quebec ready to taxi IFR.
Corsica Tree 907 taxi to and hold short of runway Tree 4 via taxiway Lima Echo Bravo 12. Contact tower on 119.4 when ready.
Taxi light and nose light, so taxi.
Taxi to and hold short runway Tree 4 via taxiway Lima Echo Bravo 12 Corsica Tree 907.
Okay, engine 1 avail. Engine mode selector norm. APU off. Then flaps takeoff configuration, flaps 1. Auto brake max.
Cabin is secure.
Front spoilers armed. Check controls. Left. Check. Right. Check. Up. Check. Down. Check. Rudder left. Check. Right. Check. Takeoff config. Check. Normal. And we can start taxi. this is impossible. I have some stutterings. I hope it will disappear within the flight. Maybe this is because of the Vienna photogrammetricity that is quite huge. Vienna photogrammetricity is about 43 gigabytes of data. And I have been downloading that yesterday in the manual cache. And maybe this is because of that I have some stuttering now. Yeah, it seems to be better. Okay, stuttering came back. Okay, I should not see to the left or to the right. It will be better. As we take off in runway 34, this is a little bit far, so we'll take off with a little bit late. Okay, I think we will quickly arrive at the old short of runway 34, and we will take off very soon. I can see many aircrafts coming to land. Here is the livery for today, Air Corsica. No flex takeoff today. The temperature is only 4 degrees, so we can go to Gaya. And here we are, all short runway 34. brake and contact tower for takeoff clearance.
Beam Tower Corsica Tree 907 ready for IFR departure runway tree 4.
Switch on
Corsica
TCAS.
Tree 907 altimeter tree 0.12 phoneme alphabet equals X Microsoft UPSPH equals WIHND wind/phoneme 025 at 17. Traffic is generic on final. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4.
Okay, I'm cleared for takeoff, but they say there is a traffic in final. I have to do it quickly. Okay, cam no blue. Let's have a look.
Corsica Tree 907 acknowledge last transmission.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4, Corsica
Okay,
Tree 907.
chrono, and we will take off quickly. Seems to be okay.
Austrian 848 go around.
Okay, and now the radio, the ATC asked the plane to go around. He cleared me for takeoff. I have stuttering, it's just a rebel. Okay, Toga.
Austrian 848 contact Vienna approach on 129.05. Good day.
Beam Tower Ryanair 43451 3 miles south.
120, check.
Tree 4 approach.
V1, check, rotates.
Beam Tower. Altimeter tree 0.12 phoneme alphabet equals X Microsoft UPSPH equals WIHND.
Positive climb, gear up. I think the ATC should not have cleared me for takeoff.
Austrian 646 follow the on final. Phoneme alphabet equals X Microsoft UPSPH equals WIHND wind/phoneme 025 at 17. Cleared to land runway tree 4. Corsica Tree 907 contact Vienna Center on 124.4. Good day. Cleared to land runway tree 4 Austrian 646.
And the TCAS we...
124.4 Corsica Tree 907.
Okay, the TCAS changed my...
Is passing 2,300 feet,
my
climbing
climbing.
4,000 feet.
The TCAS is working great.
Altimeter tree 0.12 continue to WW296 as planned.
That is great that we got TCAS, right?
Tree 907 keep speed not above 205 knots. Keep speed not above 205 knots Corsica Tree 907.
Why the speed is so high? Should have automatic 250. Yes, but I think it's weird. On the right there was no green and red zone. Okay, I know. Let's get back to PACX. Taxi lights off. Okay, temperature is quite bit cold. Let's have the anti-ice on. We cannot see Vienna city. I downloaded 40 gigabytes for nothing. Okay, ground spoilers disarmed. let's climb. We still have other aircraft around. Maybe we will have another traffic alert. No, I think it's okay. He's descending and we are climbing. Okay, here we are above clouds. Yes, and no stuttering anymore, yes. I think it was the 40 more gigabytes of Vienna city that was causing me some stuttering. Okay, we reached 10,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet.
Let's
You may now turn on your
lights
larger
off.
portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and not comfortable in the galley or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary flight thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access a wide range of free live TV and free movie libraries.
Emirates 18, contact Budapest Center on 120.375. Good day. Climb and maintain flight level 240, Corsica Tree 907.
Okay, we are clear for 240.
120.375.
Let's climb.
Emirates 18.
Also, let's get to 320 knots. We took off a little bit late. And the circle to land approach for runway 36 cannot be done at night, of course. So we need to take back some lost time. Sometimes the TCAS, we have aircraft on the near, and there is no aircraft on the TCAS. Also, just sometimes does not display aircraft. I have aircraft behind me, but this one is not displayed on the chart, on the ND. Let's get back the TCAS to above. Okay, air temperature I am minus below 0 and we are not in the clouds. I think we can switch off anti-ices for now. So in a few minutes I will prepare the circling approach. I will add maybe 1 or 2 stored waypoints and display the first leg and maybe the second leg to follow manually on the ND. We arrived at 18,000 feet. I can switch to standard QNH. Up.
Ryanair 4790, you are 56 miles southwest. Descent and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree 4 approach via ballot transition. Cleared to ballot.
check METAR for Calvi in a few minutes. I think there are some clouds, yeah. I can first get a METAR. So I don't need for these two airports. Okay, send. And also a TAF that could be useful. So the TAF is a prevision and METAR is observation. I think the ground forgot to clean the aircraft. Should clean it after this flight. It's quite dirty here. Okay, let's climb to our cruise altitude. Okay, so we are out from the SID. We have a long straight line. Whoa. I don't know why in Austria we don't have any airways. Maybe there are local airways. I'm not sure if the database exists for real pilots, but for us in Flight Simulator and Navigraph users, we don't have any airways. In our database. What's going on? Let's check our METAR and TAF. So let's have a look at the TAF. So from the 5 to the 6, 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. wind from north at 10 knots. We have good visibility, more than 10 kilometers. Few clouds at 4,000 feet, scattered at 11,000 feet. From 3 to 4 p.m. the wind will be from 20 with 15 knots and some gust at 25 knots. 4 p.m. is now, so I'm not sure if we will be concerned about that. And becoming from in the night, so this is not for us. And tomorrow morning, this is also not for us. Nothing else. What about the METAR? Havoc and no clouds. So this is quite okay in Corsica now. So if you guys got the chart that is in the description, you can see that. I will load the chart with you. Switch to Mac 82. Okay. Sorry for that. Okay, so on the chart, when we follow the lock runway 18 at 4.2 nautics from Charlie Lima India lock, we have to turn at 190 degrees. So I can put this, I can create a stored waypoint in data, page 2, stored waypoints. So this is the third line from which place, which bearing and which distance. The place is Charlie Lima India with a bearing of 360. Maybe not. I think the bearing is yes, this is this bearing 177, as we will be here. So this is 357. And 4.2 nautics. And we will call that 42 from the lock. Or if you prefer, 42 CLI. Then from flight plan first line and fix info, I put the waypoint and I insert a 190 degrees radial. Okay. Let's have a look here. What it look like. Okay, so after L18, we will arrive at 42 CLI and follow 190 until the threshold of the runway, and it's written on the chart that this is a 0.8 nautic beam runway 36. So we can try to add a new stored waypoint. The second one, sorry, new waypoint. We will call that okay, we call that it's 0.8 nautics from the runway 36. 0.8 from runway 36, but the waypoint name is too long. 8 runway 36. Okay. So this is also a place appearing at a distance. So the place is L Lima Fox Kilo Charlie 36. That is a threshold for. Okay. Yeah, great name. Yeah, I'll change. Then let's see. That is 267. And 0.8. Okay, and I change the name to 36 Abim. Yeah, that's a great name. And store. From our flight plan, add the fix info 36 Alpha Bravo Mike. Here it is. And on the chart, this is not 177, this is 180. We have to follow 180 degrees. So I put 180 from 20 seconds. And then we will turn for the final. So I don't have anything else to set, I think, in my with my fixed info. Also, there is a visual landmark where to start the turn, that is a quarry. So let's go back to the flight plan and see what it looks like. Here it is. So the 36A Alpha Bravo Mike waypoint is not exactly on the 190 radial, but it's approximately here. So we know here we will turn left to 180. Seems okay. Then we will check if we have in RadNav. Okay, in RadNav we don't have the lock frequency, so I will add this. That is 109 decibel 5. have anything else. We almost arrived at 360.
Corsica tree 907, contact Ljubljana Center on 135.275. Good day.
Going to 135.275.
So yeah, after 36 Alpha Bravo Mike, this is full visual. My father did this approach one time as a first officer, and he told me, I hope passengers will not know that, he told me that the captain was looking the runway and the first officer, if this is him flying the plane, will listen to the captain saying, yes, you're good, turn left more, turn right less, like this. And then you're too high, descend. And as soon as the first officer is able to see the runway and the PAPI, this is full visual. So at 36 Alpha Bravo Mike, I should be at 1,500 feet. The first leg is at 1,700 feet. Then after 36 Alpha Bravo Mike, I descend to 1,500, and as soon as I see the quarry, I should be at 1,500 feet. Then start turn left, and this is full visual. So as I'm only the one pilot here, this is more difficult. I don't have any captain that will tell me, oh, you have to turn left more or less. So I did this approach maybe 5 to 10 times before in the MSFS. So I will try to do my best with my habits, and as soon as I see the runway I will make corrections. Also, there are two ways for the configurations during this approach. When my father was flying, it was more than 15 years ago, they had to be flaps 3. Then turn left to align with the runway, and as soon as they were aligned with the runway, they put flaps 4. No, it seems that pilots and airlines recommend to be full flaps before the left turn, then start the left turn. I asked my dad, he said, yes, this is okay, but this is more dangerous. So today I think I will perform the left turn flaps 3, then go flaps 4 for short final. Sorry, I've been disconnected from the chat. 1 minute. Yeah, it will be discussion. If you're interested, you can have a look. I already made this approach in my videos, and the link for the video is in the description. It will be obviously quite the same approach, but it's not the same in the video. In the video it's not live. In the video I can miss the approach and start again until it is perfect. During my live, during streaming, this would be better to do it for the first time, right? So let's have a look. Now we are 360 feet, and okay, this is cruise. Okay, let's see, when do we start our descent? So according to flight plan and the approach we have chosen, I told you we will have to be below 14,000 feet. So each time, you know, I take an average of 2,000 feet per minute of descent, because at high altitudes our speed is very high and we can descend at maybe 3,000 feet per minute. But when it's time to reduce speed, in low flight levels, it will be more something like 2,000 or 1,500. So we are at flight level 360, 14,000. This is 22,000 feet to lose. So it's something like 11 minutes, about 11 minutes. Can you tell me more, Iraq? What is the either calling? So at about Ekpal I will start my descent. You mean this?
124.85, Turkish 7855.
So we are now arriving in Italy. This is Venice. Yes, I think the engine is a little bit weird. I'm not sure if this is a livery issue or something else. Let's have a look at Venice here. Here also is a little city, very beautiful, just here. I forgot the name. I will tell you. If one day some of you want to visit, you should go to this little city in the south side of the Laguna. This city is called. Check that. Chioggia. Chioggia. This is very, very beautiful place. Not crowded by tourists, and yeah, near the sea, also like a little Venice. Okay, so we can already have a look here. We can see the destination on the wider range of the Indy. Can switch to below. Not so much traffic today. Oh, okay. Maybe this is something about aerodynamics. Okay guys, sorry for that. I have to pause and change one graphic settings because my FPS are a little bit low while I'm streaming and I forgot to change that. Let's put that at 200 to have a better FPS and get back to the flights. So we start our descent at Ekpont, as I said. Yeah. I hope so. Hopefully, mountains at next to Calvi airport are just behind me, between me and the sun. So maybe I will not need this. I will go for use Mach 0.81 because we are really too close from the overspeed. Like this it will be a little bit better. So let's check a new meta information to get some updates. Let's say that I just finished my coffee and I need a new one.
Hey, can we get something to drink up here?
Okay.
is that an issue that my plane left the route and came back to the route? I think the last update added something that is weird.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 12 approach via Bravo Oscar Alpha transition cleared to Bravo Oscar Alpha Ryanair 790.
Okay, received last META information. Wind still from north at 9 knots. Still no clouds. 11 and the QNH is like the standard QNH. 10:30. So I first get these informations. So 11. And we should land runway 36, so our minimum is 1,700. Yeah, look, the coffee came back. But need some time to prepare. Let's have a look at the west coast of Italy. Italy has really many places that are very beautiful. Here should be around the Cinque Terre. I think in English maybe that can be told the Five Lands. A very beautiful place near the coast. Also we have Genova. Genova also has a really interesting approach. Runway, I think it's runway 9. Yeah, I think it's runway 9. Genova Airport, runway 9 is a very interesting approach. It's an air-nav approach until a point, a waypoint. Then you have prescribed tracks to perform a right turn to align with the runway. You're next to the mountain, above the sea. The airport is near the city. This is very, very interesting approach. Okay, we just go through back so we can ask for descent.
Milan Center, Corsica Tree 907. Request flight level 260.
Get back to your seats, people.
Corsica Tree 907, descend and maintain flight level 300.
Ladies
Expect
and
flight
gentlemen, the
level
flight crew has turned on the
260.
fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats
Descend
fasten
and maintain
seatbelt.
flight level 300. Expect flight level 260. Corsica Tree 907. Milan Center, Corsica Tree 907. Request 16,000 feet.
Corsica Tree 907, descend and maintain flight level 300. Expect 16,000 feet.
Descend and maintain flight level 300. Expect 16,000 feet. Corsica Tree 907.
And
Milan Center,
14,000
Corsica Tree
feet.
907. Request 14,000 feet.
Corsica Tree 907, descend and maintain flight level 300. Expect 14,000 feet. Alpine 28904, you are 77 miles south. Descend and maintain 5,600 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Expect ILS X-ray runway 17 left approach via Mike Papa transition. Clear to Mike Papa.
Descend and maintain flight level 300. Expect 14,000 feet. Corsica Tree 907.
Descend and maintain 5,600 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Expect ILS X-ray runway 17 left approach via Mike Papa transition. Clear to Mike Papa Alpine 28904.
So if we land in runway 36, I will put auto brake on medium. Why? Not a problem of runway length, of course. Just because I want to stop faster, because the terminal is at the beginning of the runway. I'm not sure if in real life I can ask my father for that. If you can set medium just because you want to stop quickly. Not because you have to set medium, just because you want. Okay, the speed switched to knots, Mach from knots. Can go with 310. I've been asked to descend right. I'm already at 300. Sometimes they forgot. Okay, and now it asks me to accelerate my descent. That's not normal. Okay, let's descend. So I got many guys in the stream. And yes, last week I started a subscribers stream. That is subscribers can choose the flight I will fly. So if one of you want me to fly to some interesting place or from an interesting place, you can tell me in the comments in the chat, and I will try to do the flight for you. Oh, here we can see Geneva. Geneva airport is just here. And the approach, I said, is from here. Prescribed tracks lets us arrive here and then starts from here. And we have to right turn here and land. This approach is quite cool. So yes, I was saying, if you wanna me to fly one of your flights, just tell me in the chat. You can tell departure airport or arrival airport, or if you want the both airport, choose maybe a flight between within 2 hours ETE. So we will now arrive in. We will arrive quickly. So I ask a last METAR information.
Corsica Tree 907, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Descent and maintain 14,000 feet, Corsica Tree 907.
Okay, I got the METAR. It's the same. It's from 4 p.m. Oh, this. I don't like these METARs when they are very old. But I think this is what is in game. So I first print this one. Get back to my flight plan. All of my turns does not follow the flight plan. I think the prediction was better before. Just the update today did that weird thing. Oh, okay. You mean that they don't use auto brake, but they brake manually by themselves? The flight plan management is very rare today. Yeah, I can do that. No auto brakes and brake manually as soon as I touch down. But yes, of course, manual brakes will disengage auto brake. So I can also first put the auto brake, then manually brakes. Let's first put the auto brake as a security, maybe. Okay, so we are below flight level 180. I forgot to go with local QNH. That is 1013. So the same as standard, of course. So this will change absolutely nothing. And we can see the island of Corsica in front of us. So now let's ask 3,000 feet. then I descend to 3,000 feet.
Along center Corsica tree 907. Request 3,000 feet.
Corsica tree 907, descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect 3,000 feet. Corsica tree 907.
Okay, so first reduce speed.
Corsica tree 907, you are 65 miles north. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway tree 6 approach.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway tree 6 approach Corsica tree
Okay,
907.
visual 36. I ask a localizer with circle to land.
Corsica tree 907 would like localizer runway 18 approach vectors to final.
Corsica tree 907,
Yeah,
you are 60
that's
miles
right.
north. Maintain present heading and
Localizer
altitude.
18,
Expect
circle to
vectors
land
localizer
36.
runway 18 approach. Circle to land runway tree 6.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors localizer runway 18 approach circle to land runway tree 6. Corsica tree 907.
Okay, so I will prefer auto brakes, of course. Let's switch to medium.
Corsica tree 907, contact Marseille Center on 124.725. Good day.
Going to 124.725 Corsica tree 907. Marseille Center Corsica tree 907 is passing 11,300 feet descending 4,000 feet.
Corsica tree 907, Marseille Center altimeter 29.905, continue as planned.
Okay, so the local QNH from now is 29905 in INHG. Do we have a new METAR maybe?
Corsica tree 907, please expedite your descent 4,000 feet.
We have begun our final descent into France. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any craft one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Okay, I'm not sure what will be our missed approach altitude. We have here 3,000 feet and here 2,000 feet. So we first have to climb to 2,000 feet prior to level acceleration. Then after being at 2,000 feet, we accelerate, then climb to 3,000 feet. So I should set 2,000 as my missed approach altitude. Okay, let's check the new METAR. Okay, we have a new METAR, but it's still 1013. So let's quickly set this new METAR informations. So 1013, 10 degrees. And what about the wind? 20 at 7. and the wind can change from 350 to 50. No gusts. Okay, we are below 10,000 feet. I forgot the landing lights, guys. Passengers are seated. Speed is okay. Can put 40 here and 20 here. ND all our constraints.
Contact Calvi Tower on 123.2.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
109.5.
109.2 Corsica Tree 907. Calvi Tower Corsica Tree 907.
109.5.
miles north inbound.
What is this
localizer
bug?
Runway 18 approach circle to land runway tree 6.
Corsica Tree 907 Calvi Tower.
I'm a little bit far, yes, but it should not. Hey! This has been set manually as soon as I did it.
Cleared localizer runway 18 approach Corsica Tree 907.
Yes, no, we're a little bit far from the lock, but maybe it will change as soon as we catch the lock information. Normally it should be at about 25 nautics from destination. So in the prog page I can put the CLI lock name. Yeah, 29 nautics. We should catch it quickly. And they asked me to go to... I'm still not allowed to... 10:13 as I said. Okay, they asked me to descend to 3,000 feet. Oops, sorry. 3,000 feet. Here is our arrival. Put a 20 and a 10 here. I switch to track FPA. Then I have a last check to my descent rate from 9 nautics from CLI at FL18 waypoint. I will descend at 3.1 degrees until 1,700 feet. Then I will follow my prescribed tracks. Okay, CLI is received. So as we will not land with the ILS, with the lock, this is just an indication. I will try to engage the lock, then disengage the lock. To follow my prescribed tracks. So we are on the lock now. We can reduce speed to 210. Yeah. Whoa! What a beautiful sun. Let's have a look from the window here. Just beautiful. So I said that FL18 start descent. Okay. So let's go flaps 1. Speed check flaps 1 and speed to 190. Okay, and prepare 3.1 descent rate. Starting now, as we are arriving at FL18. So we don't need FDs. I get back to my arc view. It's quite important. Let's go flaps 2. Yeah.
2,500.
So we can see the runway. We are in the 18 direction, so we have to circle to land. Okay, spoilers armed, cabin check, landing lights full,
100 above.
I said cabin check. Okay,
Minimum.
let's reduce speed to 160. Let's prepare our 190 and turn. Okay, we're good.
Minimum.
Okay, let's go manage speed managed. Okay, so the carry is this big white thing here where we will start our last turn.
Minimum.
So I prepare 1,500 feet. Let's go with it and go with flaps 3. Turn 180 and gear down.
Corsica Tree 907, phony alphabet equals 6, Microsoft UPS PH equals WIHND, wind slash phony
1000.
017 at 12. Cleared to land runway tree 6.
Missed approach altitude 2000 feet.
Runway tree 6, Corsica Tree 907.
Okay. The carry is on the right. Manual. Let's turn left. Bank angle 30
1000.
degrees. Speed is good.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Flaps full.
Too low, terrain.
300. $200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
And full reverse. Okay, that was quite okay. We overshot a little bit, but it's quite common.
6:02 p.m. and it's currently about 10 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon. We apologize for the delay. Please coordinate with airline staff as necessary regarding connecting flights or routes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so ground spoilers disarmed. Flaps retracted. APU start. Dome lights. Switch off the chrono here. Yeah, with flaps 4 because the speed is slower. Sorry, because the speed is slower at flaps 4. We can turn more. I could have performed the left turn with a higher bank angle, but this is also a little bit risky. I don't want to stall.
Corsica Tree 907, contact ground on 121.705. 121.705 for Corsica Tree 907.
Okay, start APU, switch off landing lights. Ground.
Calvi
As
ground,
taxi.
Corsica Tree 907, taxi to parking.
Corsica Tree 907, taxi
Bye.
to general aviation parking
Off.
using taxiway.
And off.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Corsica Tree 907.
Okay, so just a little bit taxi. Thank you, thank you. The video I made was better, but this was what was okay also. And here we are, park brake set, lights off, happy bleed on, switch engine, switch off engine 2, and switch off engine 1, seat belts off. No constraints. Stop chrono. Okay. Packs and baggage. And then please have passengers leaving the plane. Yeah, the view is beautiful. I really like sunset approaches, but sometimes it can be very difficult when the sun is in front of me. I had it at Split for one of my videos, and I had to do it again because it was just impossible. Okay, so now let's switch off the plane, everything, and secure everything. Okay, I don't need the meter anymore. So switch off all unnecessary stuff. Also integrated lights. Hope you enjoyed the flight, guys. Switch off fuel pumps. Switch off ideas. People are still leaving. I cannot switch off the lights. Can have a look. The view of the sea. I remember maybe in the video I made of this approach, I was more next to the mountains, because this time there was no how to say that, there was no fixed info, there was no stored waypoints available for the FlyByWire A32NX, so I was closer to the summits but still at an acceptable distance. And then my left turn was more easier. My bank angle was also about 30. But I was not 0.8 nautics from the threshold, but maybe 1 nautics or a little bit more. Okay, so all people left the plane. Can switch off everything and secure the plane now. Switch off lights, crew oxygen supply, APU plate, battery, off and off. I think it's okay now. We have secured the plane. Let's have a view of the plane, the airport and the sea. That's great. Okay guys, thank you to have been part of this flight, and I hope to see you next time. Don't hesitate to comment somewhere and I can do a flight you want. For my stream and live flights, I will choose real ops, so an existing flight. So if you choose a destination, I will see which flights exist, and I will use the livery flight number for this flight for more realism. The Air Inter livery will only be used for my videos. Okay, see you next time. I switch off the stream now. Bye bye.